Hello, I hope you're well. Welcome to another video. I've been given a lot more information, predictions of what's to come if we stay on this timeline, and some things that are fated that will happen. So I've got some more information about that passenger plane that I've been told is going to go down at some point. So and it's going to be a trigger for the world. So and that is a fated event, I'm being told. So. I hate giving information like this, but this is what I've been asked to do, okay, to get you prepared and for you being light workers out there to get doing your job. So again, I've got my little clutch bag. I got given this information just before I was about to get ready, so I'm sitting in a towel out of the shower. Great, write this down. Thanks for that. So if you want to know more about what's been going on with me, with the Men in Black and some of the little things that have been happening to me, you can check out my video on the Spooked Out channel, my second channel, and it's at Spooked Out 153 if you're looking for it. So, but I'll put it at the end of this one. So let's get on with it. I always have this upside down. Right, I have been asked to pull certain cards as well, so there's a lot of information and they wanted to give more, but we'll see how we go with this. I may have to do another video about it, so we'll see what happens. So I got confirmation on the passenger plane. That's going to happen in the southern hemisphere, between something to do between Australia and, they just said Jakarta as well. Or I think it's en route somewhere between Malaysia and Australia, and something about Jakarta. Around near there. It's quite odd, but it's almost like they're showing me this for the route. So I don't know what's happening. There will be a hijacking. I'm just getting a bit more information now. I'm channeling for you. But it will be shot down. It will be a world trigger and the tower will come down with the public outcry. That is a fated event, I'm being told. Now, when I'm talking about this tower, I'm talking about the metaphorical tower in the tarot card pack, yeah? So, and they made me pull that out to show you. But there is a tower that's going to come down as well. An actual physical tower. Okay, we'll get to that in a moment though. So I got information for several places around the world. Okay, I swear to God somebody's over me because I feel like I look like a man at the minute. So that's because I'm channeling. Great. In India, there are going to be problems, new health problems. Political turmoil will intensify. Take action now. That's one. And wildfires to ensue there with great loss of life. So there's going to be some wildfires. Now, a while back, I predicted snow and ice. Big changes coming in the environment, but it was definitely about fire and snow, and that's going to be the theme for the winter. So there are things happening in the northern hemisphere and in the southern hemisphere, on a sort of fire ice scale. I don't know where that's come from, but right, we get to the tower. It's not Dubai. Somebody asked me if it was a tower in Dubai. It's not a tower in Dubai. I got China, Asia, trigger for world economy. The collapse of the world economy. That is coming into focus again. Okay, a new tsunami approaches Japan within the next 3 months that will cripple the economy there. These are timelines. They can be changed. Some are fated events, but some are, and you've got to remember, spirit timing is, it's off sometimes. That's because people change things. So I'm just giving you what I've been told. They may happen at certain times. At other times than I've predicted, and that's to do with people changing things. That's what happens in the psychic world. Yeah, and then some things will happen, some things won't, because we'll go on to a different timeline. Okay, so UK and France to come together over the immigrants crossing the channel to stop deaths, which I have is a plus there. And one I'm really enjoying. Suella Braverman is ousted. Good. Can't stand the woman. A man will take her place. That's if you're anywhere else in the world, she is she's a horrible politician, quite frankly. She doesn't seem to have a heart, and there are plenty of men in the cabinet that don't have a heart too, okay, in the UK, so don't think I'm having to go at her because she's a woman. I just don't like her. She doesn't care, okay, and she's trying to please the wrong people, in my opinion. So, sorry, I don't normally talk about politics, but I really have a problem with this woman. And well, I have a problem with the whole government, let's be honest, in the UK, but that's another story. Okay, so a man will take her place, and then I got another woman will be elevated in the cabinet elsewhere. Long blonde hair, red suit. Now, I don't know all about politics. I made a conscious decision to step back from all that because, quite frankly, none of them are doing anything for me and people I care about. So I've just, they're all career politicians. So I don't know who that is, but that's what I got told. Christmas time, was that me or did something flash there? I don't know, I thought the lights flashed. Okay, Christmas time, there will bring a revolt for Germany. They didn't give me any more on that. They're not giving me full information on lots of things. That will come later. Then I got the world will face a grave economic crisis up to Christmas, which, if you don't celebrate Christmas, is 24th, 25th of December. Okay, 26th in the UK because we have Boxing Day as well. So then I got Putin will attack the energy supply pipes. Is it Nord Stream or Nordstrom? Nord Stream I've got here will be affected. Energy flow will be disrupted, leaving the old, vulnerable and others left in the cold in the harsh winter that approaches in the northern hemisphere. And equally, there will be more wildfires, death, chaos and forest devastation and town devastation in the southern hemisphere. In the UK, again, a revolt by backbenchers, re-energy crisis payments will bring the government to a standstill. Okay, floods to come to South Carolina in 6 weeks. Loss of life and devastation. Biden will visit and provide more aid. 6 tornadoes to devastate the state of... North Carolina. Need to brush up on my states. Okay, then I've got San Francisco. The first of 8 earthquakes. The first will be gentle and the rest will grow in strength to cause huge devastation and collapse of the bridge. Now, they've been saying that to me for over a year now, something like that. A tsunami is inevitable. Then a tsunami will cause devastation around the east coast of the US and the Balearic Islands within 6 weeks to a year. These are timeline ones, I think, some of these. Then, the one I found quite interesting. Trump, this is fated, I'm being told to say to you. Trump will be convicted on 3 counts. Indecency will be one of them. His lawyers will go for a suspended sentence, but he will receive 3 years jail time. Sorry. But, yeah, that's what I got there. So, interesting. Make of that what you will. No comment. Okay, so they've given me these cards, the first one being the world. So everything is changing in the world. It's coming down. Institutions that are no longer relevant, we know that's happening. We know we're getting lots of change. I mean, look at these people that are being thrown out of the tower. Key players are being thrown out of government, out of key institutions. The collapse of the world economy begins. It's a big crisis. Storms will devastate the world, both metaphorically and physically. Okay. Look, I mean, there's the fire as well. Key buildings will be lost in a huge fire across the eastern coast of the US. Some key buildings. That's all they give me on that. It's bringing in a sweeping sensation, they wanted to say. Something's coming and it's a sweeping sensation. A new way of living and being. I mean, this is the Ace of Swords, which brings in sweeping change. So I don't know. Sorry, I'm just watching through my TV to see if I can see anyone. Oh my goodness. I can see somebody moving outside. I can see you. Let me know if you see anything. Sweeping change. Cutting off ties to things that are... And I saw a lot of us, people who are watching here, are light workers as well, connection of light, and somebody's trying to deliberately cut out that light to stop this being brought through. The flame bearers are being cut down. There's going to be a lot of mysterious deaths. They didn't tell me this. They're just telling me it now. Mysterious deaths coming up, but it's actually from behind the scenes, behind the world scenes. They're being cut down. So protection, extra protections coming through for light workers right now. Okay, yeah, it's a case of breaking from the old. Three of Swords, I would like to think of that as a third way comes in. A new way of being. Breaking ties with the old. Breaking ties with those who, behind the scenes of the world, are manipulating, which I've talked about a lot of. Oh, why did that drop on the floor? Everything that happens in these videos is relevant. Okay, but there are some people who are going to cling on. This is the Four of Coins, Pentacles, and they are being protected. And this is money, people. Look at that. Holding on to their money. But it will be... Upstairs again, sorry. It will be... this will be stopped. But there will be people who will get away with it. There always are. They will make sure they're... I'm All Right, Jack. I'm being shown that movie, I'm All Right, Jack. Black and white. I love it. It's so good. That Peter Sellers, yeah. And Ian Carmichael. A lot of people are still rejecting the light. They still want to cling on to the old, which again makes... confirms this card. Where are we? Where's it gone? Yeah, a lot of people wanting to cling on to their money and the old, won't see the light, won't move on. They'll be left out in the cold and the snow. They will perish if they don't see, because they'll just be left out of everything. They won't move on to the next phase of the world. It's like, look here, somebody in the shadow, somebody definitely trying to manipulate things. Shadow people. I'm not talking about my shadow men. Okay, well, they want to be called the Men in Black. They're angelics. There you go, as the top. This is about the ones that manipulate, the Dark Army, as they like to call them. Okay, and there are a lot of new souls coming in, bringing freshness, newness, a change in the planet. Their energy is going to ground these new changes. Okay, so we're all going through it. And unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of backstabbing, devastation. And you see his mouth there, it's almost like they're going to try and silence people, stop them bringing in these changes. There are people in each country, you know, going through hell basically to try and bring these changes in, and there are people trying to stop them. and for a while it's going to be a case of juggling everything to try and get us to the right place and that balance. Okay, so that's your Two of Coins. It's trying to get that balance right. There are a lot of things to go through, a lot of emotions. Personally, we're having to purge a lot of emotions, a lot of pain, a lot of past disappointments, things like that, to be able to lift up into this new energy. Okay, so it's almost like you will be ending lives, as in cycles, as in past lives. You'll be looking back on past lives within your life, if you know what I mean. We're all going through a big tower moment in our personal lives and change. So you'll be looking back on all the lessons that you've learned in that past life within your life. And I don't know how I can explain that more clearly, but it's all massive sweeping change. Okay, so yeah, a lot going on, a lot to come. I don't like this plane thing. I really don't. It is it's permeating everything in my life. I keep saying it. Can you not bring that through? I'm sorry I react on camera. I saw myself the other night. I thought, oh my goodness. But honestly, if you were seeing what I was seeing, some of you'd be screaming. I should be screaming. But for some reason I don't. Sorry, somebody over there. Who's that then? I know it sounds daft, but I keep saying my mum and my brother, and I swear that's my brother over there. Quite emotional. I think the veil's breaking down. If it hasn't, it's almost like there are pockets around the world where it has broken down. I had some very strange things last night about the nature of reality again. I keep it's very strange. I wonder sometimes if this is all, I don't know. I always say hologram on Star Trek. Hologram? A holographic projection. Yeah, that's what it feels like, a holographic projection. But I don't know. I'm going to talk more about that on my other video on my other channel. This is about the predictions. So I don't know what else I'm getting in, but there's a lot more to come, because I'm actually, either me or somebody's holding them back. They come to me sometimes with a clipboard. Everything written down, right? This, say this. So yeah, I'm going through something personal myself at the moment. So I've blocked them out a few times, but they're pushing their way back in again. So because I've got stuff to give, but my temper has been frayed again. So anyway, I will be doing another video whenever they tell me to do one. And I haven't forgotten, I wanted to do another video for the memberships, an exclusive one. So if you're not a member, think about joining, being a member. I keep saying I'm going to do a members chat, and I think we need to do that. I am trying to set up a circle. I would love you to join on Zoom, and please email me if you're interested in doing that, because we're going to be not just chatting about things that are going on, but grounding light, healing, learning a few things. Yeah. And so I'd like to do that with you, but I do want to do another chat with the members. It's just getting the time to do it. I've had it in my head to do it at this point, then I've been asked to do other things with them. I have other businesses that I'm doing as well, and they have pushed my time out a bit. I'm back with the writing. So if you want to support the writing, I would be eternally grateful. They are channeled messages, even if some of them are romance. I have thrillers on there as well. One in particular, Body of Mine, is really important for me, and it was a huge message that I wanted to get out. That is on Inkit. They're all free for the moment. So I'm testing out whether Galatea would be interested in them. So if you can help support me by looking at those books, maybe giving me a review. You know, you don't have to read all the chapters, whatever you think, it's all free if you go on there, because I really would love Galatea to see. It's a big platform, and it's got to go through some tests to see if it can be analysed by Galatea to see if it'd be a bestseller. And one of them is really up there, but I've got loads going on there. I will be putting my non-fiction one about my spiritual life and adding some more chapters. So if you can support me with that, that would be amazing. I would be really grateful, because I know you little stars out there. So I'll put all the links. They'll be on the cards coming up across here as well. So that's inkit.com on there. Arabella Kingsley is my pen name. I also write as Asta Steele. So yeah, check them out. Not just romance. Body of Mine in particular is definitely one you may be interested in. Okay, it's a thriller, and it's about organ stealing. So yeah, it's a bit political too. Okay, and yeah, if you want angel coaching, psychic development coaching, all that kind of stuff, links in the description or personal read. Okay, I shall leave it there. Take care of yourselves, and I shall see you next time. And don't worry about things. You know, I'm learning. It's taken me all my time to learn that I can't control everything I want. You know, I've got this age, and I'm still trying to. This is how it has to happen, but it won't. You know, it's we aren't in control of this, but for some reason, as light workers, I have to tell you about it so you can be there to make changes happen. Okay, so take care of yourselves, and check out my video about, I don't know if that was somebody going past. Please tell me it was. Okay, check out the other video on Spooked Out, and I shall see you next time. Take care, bye.